Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 1st of February on Saturday. We're just going to look at a very simple and effective breakout trading strategy. It gives you really low risk in terms of the trades that you're looking out for, but really fantastic reward potential. Now, this setup we're going to look at today, it can occur in any Forex pair. Today, I'm going to look at it in three lesser looked at pairs. And I did a video on them on Monday, but they're probably on your trading platform. Now, USD ZAR, US dollar South African rand, US dollar RUB, Russian ruble, and US dollar against the MXN Mexican peso. We'll go to the charts in a moment. Now, since I did the video on Monday, first two pairs have moved really nicely as we expected, and the third one is really getting ready for a big move. Now, in terms of USD MXN, I think it's a fantastic risk to reward trade for the coming week. All three pairs look good in my view. Now, in terms of the strategy, it's extremely simple. What you're looking for is speculators to be heavily one way in a pair against commercials who are smart money being heavily against them. Now, in all three pairs, we've got the commercial smart money heavily long the USD, speculators heavily short. All you do with the strategy is just buy breakouts and look for the speculators to get hit on stop. It'll all become more clear as I go through the strategy and the pairs, but just before we do so, just keep in mind when we're looking at the trade setups, it is my view as of right now. It can of course change in line with the market conditions and action. If you want all our trading techniques and our daily technical sentiment analysis of 14 Forex pairs, you can just simply click on the link beneath this video and you will get live access to our member center. Right, in terms of pairs, the first one we're going to look at is going to be USD ZAR. All right, we're on USD ZAR daily chart. Now, in terms of the sequence of pairs, I'm doing the MXN last. That's the one I think that's got the most potential for anyone coming in fresh. But for anyone who's done these pairs, or even still wants to do them, they still look really attractive. I think USD MXN would be the best of the three from here. Now, in terms of the first two pairs, if you're unfamiliar with this strategy, you can see that it works in a moment when I do the technicals. Now, in terms of smart money against speculators, to work this out, we look at the COT net traders positions, a totally free tool from the CFTC. Anyone can go and look at it and it'll tell you what two key groups are doing in the markets: real actual money positions, speculators and commercials. I'm going to explain briefly how we use the indicator here. You can look up an in-depth video on our channel called COT Net Traders Indicator if you want to learn more about it. Now, what we're interested in is the positioning of speculators v commercials, the smart money. Now, what we can see here is speculators 5.7 to 1 in terms of their short positions over their long, so they're pretty bearish. But look at the commercial smart money, 15.3 to 1 long positions over shorts, heavily bullish. And this report came out yesterday. It's more extreme than last week's report. The divergence between the two groups is plus 21, i.e., the differential. We like, as a general rule, divergence is over 10. So 1 of 20 is really good. Now, in terms of this divergence, we had a similar divergence back here. The speculators are very short, commercials are very long, and you get the stop hit, up she goes, yeah? And we're getting the same again here. Now, in the last video, we were coming through this level, which is a big level. This is the breakout level, okay? So the 1450 level. You can see, provided support there, broke there, tried to get through, close above it, couldn't do it, close on that candle. We're saying stop should start to get run, move nicely to the upside. Now, in terms of this pair, it still has more upside potential in our view. Just draw trajectory. I think there's support at the bottom of those candles there. Where are we going? Well, if you want to come in on the trade, you just come through the 15 level, okay? we will go to chart highs. We're probably going to go higher than this. Probably going to go up to weekly support at 16. Sorry, I've drawn my line. There we go. Weekly support 16 is going to be our resistance. Sorry, up there. I haven't done the weekly chart in this video, and go and look at it yourself. So if you're coming in fresh, you go through, okay, tuck your stop behind here, look for follow through. You get quite a decent risk to reward to second target. Of course, if you're in this trade already, you could already lock a profit. Okay, so it's a really good way of trading. Let's quickly look at USD rub and then look at USD MXN, which really looks, I think I said it in my intro, fantastic risk reward trade for next week. Right, USD rub. Right, USD rub, and again you can see the rub, the USD coming up quite nicely. So this one's got a lot further to run as well. Now in terms of COT net traders positions, we've got divergence of 14.9, which is still a really good divergence. Speculators heavily shorts and commercials long. Terms of the last video, we're just saying this level here, 63. Take that out, should be off to the upside, and you can see we have stepped up a bit. We're now at the next round number. This one's got good upside as well. Just draw a trajectory in there. So go through here. Obviously you can do pullbacks as well, but make sure we get some strength off the level. So go through the round number. Where are we going? Up to 67 possibly. So you want to break out and you want to see it follow through. Okay. There are terms of, if you're in this trade, you can't lock a profit yet, in my view. I think you'd be a little bit too close. You need to be back behind the 63 level. But yeah, looks a good risk to reward, 3 to 1. And yeah, I just think there's more stops to be run. If it doesn't break out, like I said, you buy the pullback. Obviously get confirmation. So yeah, nice looking pair. And I think when you're using the COT, you do have the confidence to go with breakouts when trends are in motion. Because yeah, most people, the natural instinct, let's say, is to wait for the pullback to get the better price. But you very often have just continuation and no pullbacks in big moves. Okay, so yeah, it gives you the confidence to go with continuation. Right, let's look at USD MXN. Right, so on USD MXN daily. Now, in terms of this pair, it's got the smallest of the three divergences, but in terms of when you look at this pair historically, this is a big divergence. So, you know, divergences that matter do vary between pairs. You know, general rule of thumb, the bigger the better. But yeah, you need to get used to what different divergences mean in different pairs. We do this in our spreadsheet review each week. It's a really decent divergence in the pair of 8.6, speculators 5.6 to 1, shorts over longs, commercials 3 to 1, longs over shorts. But even better, we've got specs, a record net short position 277k in the market. Okay, now in terms of when the specs had a lesser short position or fewer short positions over here, you got to stop it. The commercials are heavily long. This is a really fast moving volatile pair. Went straight up, then we topped out. Now, in terms of the position, it's even bigger now, and I think we're getting ready for a move up. We've got some very choppy price action here, but what we can see is you got support there. Now, specs have tried to push it down here, blue, trying to get up, can't, big red, test, and now we're coming up. So this second test, I think, could be the last one. Let's draw a trajectory. Now, in terms of where would you want to go long, you could wait for 19 to give way. You can see that's quite a big level. I would go a little bit more aggressively. I would go through that double top there. You could wait for 19 if you want a bit more confirmation, but I just think this one is getting ready to go. And I think next week, just generally in the markets, we had a bit of risk off on Friday. If that accelerates on Monday, then the USD is going to appreciate on all three pairs we're looking at today. I think USD is going up anyway, but risk off is always bullish the USD on the emerging market currency. So through there, stop needs to be kept back behind this level. Where are we going? Well, I think it'll be like USD ZAR and RUB. You get nice blue and power on to the upside. And that is the first obvious level for us. Okay, so you've got basically about 2.5 to 1 to there. But due to the size of the position, the speculative short position, I'm going to say there, which brings us up to about a 5 to 1 risk to reward. Obviously, if our view comes to fruition. Okay, try and get that line straight. There we go. Now, if you do get a big blue, then obviously, hopefully, you can bring your stop up, lock up minor loss or even some profit, and then just wait for follow through. And I think the beauty of doing breakouts with the COT is you're pretty confident if you get a big blue now, it's going to follow on. Okay, so it's a very simple strategy. We use it all the time. You've got to basically have a good support level to put your stop behind. Pick a level that's logical in terms of the breakout. You don't just want to come in just because there's a big divergence. You need to look at the price action, technicals, and use some key levels. Now, I've used that level. You could use the 19 level, which is the bigger level. For some reason, I've got a gut feeling that USD is going to run next week. So I think all three pairs, good COT net trader setups. First two working quite nicely. And I think this one could be a really, really good one. We'll have to see next week, but looks good to us. We'll update this pair in future videos. But that is the video for today. So thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care and have a good day.